Okay, Sue and Gladstone. We've just had a little session using the Nintendo Dsi's, and we've tried out one of the tools called Pictochat. Sue, can you tell us some of the ideas that you could see of ways in which we could use Pictochat in an English context?
Right, with the functional skills, I think this would be great because you can have an activity with the learners in which you've got an instant response, say with sentence work. You can ask them about adjectives and ask them perhaps, say, can you give me some adjectives to do with sweets? And then they have to write down words like sweet and sour, crunchy, so forth. You could also have we did an exercise a few moments ago about questions. Can you give me some words in which questions, which begin questions, who, when, where, so forth. And again, it was anonymous, and we were instantly getting these answers. So it was great.
Okay.
And what I liked about it is you can actually discuss them as a group subject. If they get a question wrong, we can debate whether it's an adjective, it's an adverb, or
exactly.
It's a best tool to use to explain things a bit more greater in a bit greater detail.
Yeah, exactly. And how did you think about using it in a mathematical context? What were the ideas there? What sort of things did you try there, Sue?
Well, I drew a simple pie with one bit coloured out, and I asked fraction to people to write in what fraction this was. It was just a simple idea.
And you could actually write the fraction in letters as opposed to actually writing the fraction.
Exactly, so you could use words or you could use numbers.
Which I think that's great. I think it's a great way to...
Yeah, somebody else did a sort of times table question, a quick times table question.
That'd be really good.
Instant mental maths.
Exactly, and in a fun way. Well, it's you put, say 8 times 7, and then perhaps somebody wrote in 56, but those who aren't that quick, they actually will see that it's 56, and we hope that remember that.
Right, so it could be used to reinforce.
Reinforcement, yes.
I'm thinking this could be used, like on one-to-one sessions between those not so advanced learners, and if you have them all on one table and they can all work together, can see what everybody's doing, and I think it gets them a great... They're not so feeling bad when they're not getting things right, because
they can see what other people are doing as well.
They're all doing the same thing, so they know that they're all at the level and not so embarrassed.
Okay.
Exactly. Can you get a picture of that with
Yes,
caption?
we can try and zoom in and see if we can capture that. I don't know that we're going to actually be able to see the detail on that, but never mind, we can zoom out again.
And then on Gladstones we've got some sentences. We were asking about
open and close
exclamation marks, and then they weren't getting it. So some people didn't put complete sentences, so I quickly, as the tutor, I wrote a sentence. Are these complete sentences?
Right, okay. Thank you. Can you think of some potential classroom management issues using the Nintendos like that?
Well, we were discussing that because we could write anything and send it, we could write anything and send it. And I think it's going to be a potential problem. Oh, it's bound to be a problem, especially if we don't know where it's coming from.
And who's written it. Yeah.
But we did realise that on here there's a number. So 368 comes up. So I'm using this, and it's the asset number 368. So as a tutor, I could pick this up, pick all of the Nintendos up, and I can tell.
So you could identify who had written something inappropriate.
The rude word.
So I think,
whatever.
yeah. So Gladstone, your point was that it would be a good idea to establish before you did the activity that what's not appropriate to write, and the fact that you will be able to find out who's written what comments if they're inappropriate.
Well, before we use them, I expect within our code of conduct about what we expect to do with them. Because in my group of learners I use, etiquette, etiquette is got to be of high priority.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think these are going to be great. They're really user-friendly, and I think the kids will, the learners will have great fun.
Yes.
And is it much better than using the sort of the whiteboards with the marker pens, do you think?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Great idea, get them working together on table, you know, the carousel, so not
Collaborative.
everybody's working on, so they can, it's my turn to come on that table next. So
Right.
if you don't engage in what you're supposed to do, you will not get advanced onto the new table where the Nintendos are going. So
Right.
engage.
Yeah, it's
Something to look forward to.
So use
supports
this as
differentiation as well.
Yeah.
Peer learning.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yes.
Right, so this would be one activity in a series of activities that students could rotate around in your view,
And
Gladstone.
if they don't engage in the other activities,
Then they won't have a chance to do that. So
Well,
use it as
so
sort of
that's-
carrot and stick idea.
yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you both very much for that.